Entering spaces where they don't know the vaccination status of others, like at concerts, need not worry and can still be there maskless. This is what the vaccines were supposed to do, right? She added that it's safe for vaccinated people to be maskless in indoor settings that may have unvaccinated people as well. Who knew? Let's welcome in Stacey Washington, host of Stacey on the Right on Sirius XM. She's also the co-chair of Project 21. Back again with us as well, as she is every Friday, Erin Elmore, Republican strategist and Turning Point USA contributor and attorney as well, and Councilman Joe Borelli from New York City, the borough of Staten Island, joining us as well. Our meme team will join us with their memes coming up in the next hour. But let's talk about Dr. Walensky here. Erin, first to you. I got a very kind of terrorist message vibe from this video, especially considering the guidance has been all over the place. And, it doesn't seem to me that Dr. Walensky's making the calls over there at the CDC. She's reading from somebody who's given her these scripts.
Well, what changed? That's what I really want to know. Were there numbers that were down? Were there certain metrics that we should be following? There is no reason why this was just a light switch flip and everyone is allowed to be, quote unquote, free again. And by the way, sane people have been going outside and inside without masks for some time now. So really, is this science? Is this truth? We don't know anymore. And we've seen people like Governor Cuomo who said, not so fast. So wait a minute, do we not trust the CDC anymore? This leaves you with so many more questions than answers. This leaves you not trusting your government, not trusting bureaucrats, not trusting the CDC. It just doesn't seem that there is any reason or fact pattern that leads you to believe that now is the time. Now, of course, I don't think that people should still be wearing masks, but I would like to know how they came to this decision and what were the real motivations. Perhaps it's because Biden is destroying the country. We're having conflict in Israel. We're seeing inflation. We're seeing gas shortages, that they wanted to change the narrative. I would say that's what this is more about than actually caring about what's going on with coronavirus.
I think it might be a failed experiment, Erin, and I'll send this to Stacey next, because it was just a couple of weeks ago, Stacey, they were still trying to tell us that it wasn't safe for your kids to play sports outside without a mask on, and that may be the case, but the kind of gun to your head, get vaccinated or else aspect of this, and everyone saw the president the other day, too, saying you're going to get your vaccine or wear a mask or else. But Joe would be a great guest on Real Time with Bill Maher. And also, New York Yankees shortstop Gilbert Torres also tested positive after getting the vaccine. So, Erin, Joe's right. They're trying to kind of scare us into getting the vaccine. But, stuff happens. These reports are not uncommon, but they haven't been honest with us in the first place. So little setbacks like this look like a much bigger deal when the CDC is playing with our emotions instead of being honest with us about the facts and the science.
Well, when we see dishonesty with science regarding COVID, you should expect that there might be dishonesty with the vaccine, and that creates distrust in the process. We also know that there hasn't been this transparency, and the American people are slightly fearful. I personally don't plan on getting the vaccine because when I was in law school, I remember reading about thalidomide and other drugs that were rushed through and had long-term implications thereafter. I'm not telling anyone how to live their life or what to do, but I do think that we should ask questions of our doctors, ask questions of our medical professors, medical professionals rather, and ask the questions and expect honesty and transparency. And what this is showing us is, wait a minute, we don't have the whole picture. We don't have the whole story. What is going on? And also, John Bachman, I believe that it's more people on the New York Yankees. I think the number is like maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 that have gotten vaccinated and tested positive. Am I wrong?
I don't know the numbers. I don't follow the American League as much. Joe? Maybe Joe knows.
I'm hoping to get on Bill Maher. I have no chance of being on the Yankees.
None of us do. But I would like to see all of you guys on Real Time with Bill Maher. I think they could benefit from that. Anyway, Erin, Joe, Stacey, you guys are going to come back in the next hour. Our favorite segment of the week, Meme Team, comes back. There was a shortage of gas, but no shortage of gas-related memes this week. We'll talk about those. Coming up, Chrissy Teigen also issuing an apology to model Courtney Stodden after Teigen's old Twitter meme this week was this one from Grand Old Memes, the Biden-Harris logo stuck on empty. Let's bring in the meme team now and welcome in our memers. Stacey on the right, back with us. Joe Borelli as well, and Erin Elmore. All right, let's go with you first. Stacey, what do we have here? Tell us about your meme.
So the piled up car gatherings, it's an image that harkens back to the Trump rallies when we would see tens of thousands of people just they would be there. They would walk for miles. I myself walked 4.5 miles to go to a Trump rally here in Missouri one time. The people would just honk in response, and it was so sad.
Yeah.
And so now he's brought those back, but it's because people need gas. But it is
At the gas station, a lot of fights too at gas stations this week. All of it bad. All right, Erin, let's go with your. Again, we have another custom. Oh no, we have a Babylon Bee meme this week, don't we?
Yeah. The White House reminds the nation that permission slips to eat hot dogs on the 4th of July are due by Friday. John Bachman, I know you love a hot dog. I
Yes.
too love a hot dog. And if I don't laugh, I'm going to cry. This just shows how controlled the left is by our government and how they just seek what's on the news and what the CDC says to how they can live their life. And hopefully this just tells everyone in a funny way, hey, free your mind, free yourself. If you want to eat a hot dog, don't you dare. Ask Jen Circleback Psaki. You eat that hot dog and you have a good day.
That's right. You know, a lot of folks may have not seen that because it was cut off from a lot of the sound bites. But Joe Biden said you can take off your mask if you get vaccinated. That also includes hot dogs. No hot dogs unless you've been vaccinated. That's really what we're getting to. I'm kidding, of course. All right, Joe. Joe has an audio meme, which I'm always, enthralled with a multi kind of dimensional meme. Here we go. Let's take a look at Joe's.
Guess what? It grows the economy. Benefits everybody.
Silly, good-natured, fun Joe Biden, the old Grandpa Joe we all love.
Yeah. First meme of here's another one of our memes here. You guys all remember Kamala Harris accepting the vice presidential nominee? Well, here she is in front of a gas station with out-of-service bags on the pumps. We did it, Joe. So we're also hearing, guys, that Trump rally could return maybe in June. There's some plan for next month. There would be also one maybe on the 4th of July. Probably a contrast to what we're going to see from the hot dog-less Biden 4th of July celebration. But Erin, how excited are you about the prospect of more Trump rallies?
I mean, on a scale from 1 to 100, it's clearly 100. Let's get the populist movement back up on its feet. I said that Trump created a whole new environment. Forget tailgating for sports. It's all about the Trump rally. It brought people together. Everyone was dressed up. Women would have on sparkly red, white, and blue and American flags and their Trump regalia. And to be honest, it was an act of unity. Everyone was smiling and having a good time. And you know what? People love and miss the president. And this just shows you that Trumpism is alive, well, and here to stay. Sorry, Liz Cheney.
Well, it's true. I mean, it's true. There's something that has not really, I've never experienced anything like it. The only thing close to it that I've seen, Joe, was when President Obama was running for office, the passion, the way everybody locks eyes with President Trump and doesn't stop looking at him the whole entire time he's speaking. You haven't really seen anything like that.
No, and that's a very great comparison.
For Antifa, because they can't find gas either. So it's affecting everyone, guys. All right, we got to run. Great to see you, Erin, Joe, and Stacey. Thanks so much. Excuse me. Coming up, Ohio is looking to potentially give you $1 million if you get the COVID vaccine.